Okay, since my phone is captured by hackers and all I have is internet access, I'm just gonna store this over here on YouTube. I'm gonna make it public. Just so, well, we don't forget. Oh, by the way, I still have that picture of, the Phil with his, dildos. But, I recovered all this stuff. It's on, yeah, look at it. My little zip drive. Um, and here's the thing, guys. Well, this is just for entertainment sake. This was all done by other people because, they're fans of Phil and Don.
Back with part two. Let's see if you can stop geriatric fists of fury this time.
One way that a lot of people do, and again, it can be combined with the other, is basically move the hell away from that other fist.
Even a broken cuckoo clock is right twice a day.
Then start to worry about this.
Right back to derp time.
Okay? And it's Kuraidori, it's kind of like if a baseball suddenly appears.
Kuraidori, a baseball suddenly appears.
Like right here, coming at my face, it's going to beam me.
God willing.
But if it's thrown 20 feet away, I've got room to get out of the way or catch it or whatever.
Your old ass still getting hit.
So it's kind of like distance and speed and all that and how you can react.
I miss Pill Pop and Don Roley with the cane.
So it's like each individual person is different. So for me, I'm basically going to get out right here.
Actually, anybody can move right or left.
If you're really good, you might be able to do this right here, but I doubt it.
If you're good, there's zero chance you're ever doing that.
Unless you got a Japanese name.
Holy, quit sucking their sushi roll.
Okay. The other way, the way that I tend to prefer, is like this. Boom. Okay, from right here, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I can see how ready you are by that completely vertical stance.
And I had to stop myself from punching him in the throat, because that's my default setting,
Man, them on violent settings.
Boom, just like that. From right here, I'm moving off to the side, again, just like this. Now watch what I'm doing. Watch my left hand.
I wish Ninja Lee would show up and beat this geezer up with one of those kung fu sticks.
Okay, so I'm bringing bringing his hand in mine. Well, this is out there. If he throws anything like this, boom, okay, I'm ready to go.
Can't believe old man in the orange fell for all this shit.
Uppercut, from below, boom, like
Nah.
this. All the while, I'm just basically getting it like that.
These old faggots are always going for twisty wrist control for some reason.
So it's not rocket science, it's just you're not being attacked by a one-armed
Put your midriff away, Britney Spears. Ain't nobody trying to see all that.
guy. Act like it. Either bring the hand up here, keeping this out like this, or get the hell out of the way so that he has to punch across himself.
Ninja wisdom. Always avoid punch.
If you don't, then don't blame me for making fun of you.
Ha ha. Your wrist twisters are faker than my wrist twisters.
That's it. Thanks. Bye.
Fucking goof.
The most bizarre thing happened yesterday. I ended up unfriending one guy in particular who I've always liked.
Here it comes.
And I regret that because it didn't have to be that way.
Yeah, it did.
Ron Collins, who we've talked about
Who the fuck is we?
on the Martial Arts podcast before, self-proclaimed ninjutsu master and now lifelong convicted felon.
Convicted felon was fine. The lifelong part just made you sound like a bitch.
Ron Collins was very upset at me. Normally he reserves his ire for other people on his extensive enemies list. For whatever reason, I made the list.
You actually made a 40-minute vlog 9 days ago bragging about how you put the man in jail and what a fucking pedophile he was. Just saying.
So on his Shadow Warrior publishing page, he
This dude is a stalker. Holy.
posted like a mock-up book cover, a Photoshop that I gather was probably made by someone else.
I swear to God, this guy's retarded.
I think Ron gathers these Photoshops from the Mixed Martial Arts Forum full of amoral degenerates where they are happy to encourage him. One guy there actually encouraged him to break the law, break custody, leave his county, travel to my state, and murder me. That's the type of people you're dealing with.
Quit being a virtue signaling faggot.
I have no fear that Ron would actually try to do that, fortunately.
Yo, I'm gonna save that one for the lawsuit. Thanks, big guy.
This particular Photoshop, it wasn't particularly good, but it was
And here we are.
evidence of the fact that Ron was upset.
It was evidence I think you're a fat faggot.
Ron was upset with me. So I took screen captures of the posts and I put
Snitch life. Y'all know the rules.
the pictures on my Facebook wall. And I wrote something like, "You haven't lived until you've made a convicted felon this mad at you."
So a minute ago, I was a amoral degenerate for getting a convicted felon mad at you. Now you haven't lived until you've gotten a convicted felon mad at you. Fuck out of here.
Because Ron is a convicted felon. Ron
Fuck, you love saying that.
became a convicted felon during the time that I've been
During the exact time you've been stalking and ratting on him. Yeah, we know.
contending with him. Years ago, I made the mistake of writing an article about him, and it was all downhill from there.
So this is all completely your fault. Gotcha.
And it seems like no matter how hard I try, these weirdos keep finding me, even
You literally found Ron and just found that Photoshop. Fuck.
when I'm just minding my own business. Now,
Trashing fools in articles is not minding your own business, you fat shithead.
granted, in this case, I'm adjacent to the topic area because I'm laughing at someone who's clearly angry at me.
Laughing at, trying to throw in jail, same thing.
But I still don't feel like this is worth pulling in other people.
He says as he podcasts the story about Ron. It's time for some mystical boomer bullshit karate with Don Roley. Let's get it.
Quick little video blog. These are pointers, not lessons. You can't learn taijutsu from video.
Or from anywhere, because that shit's fake.
If you have a disagreement about that, talk to Masahaki Hatsumi, who's the head of
Yeah, nah, fuck him.
One thing that annoys me
Is that Ron Collins is out of jail?
is watching a lot of people in the Bunjikan do something like this. He grabs, okay,
The deadly ninja shoulder grab. Classic boomer way to start a fight.
and they go back like this.
Careful, that fool's fucking old.
Okay, let's do it from the other side, okay? So again, he grabs,
What happens in the Bunjinkan when somebody just punches you in your fucking ugly face instead of grabbing you by your pussy t-shirt?
and I go to start doing uragyaku, and I'm like this.
He really put Grandpa's hand in a rear naked choke. Fuck.
Now, he's made it obvious. There's a fist coming.
That's an uncomfortably white nationalist belt buckle you got there, Don. Just saying.
Unless you're being attacked by a one-armed guy, well, maybe you better start thinking about that fist, okay?
Like a one-armed guy's gonna pick a fight and grab your shoulder.
There's
Yo, shut that fucking dog up. What is this, amateur hour?
two basic ways and a combination of the two that you can deal with. Like the dog, dog's cute.
This right here ain't none of that pussy MMA stuff, boy. This real fighting.
So first of all, I want to point out, boom, my hand comes up like this.
Dude, whoa.
From right here, okay, first thing I'm doing like this. If he goes to slap my head with his left hand,
No way.
okay, if he goes to hit me in the gut with the same hand,
Great. So your slow motion demonstration shoulder grab to kidney punch from an 80-year-old man actually still landed. Please show me the ways, oh great ninja wizard.
But you'll never make me feel bad for actually standing up for saving people's lives
Yo, man's a hero.
and stopping a crazy person from engaging in what was very likely going to be murder.
Ron's likely a chomo and he's obviously a fake ninja, but who the fuck did he say he was gonna kill again?
And right now, that same scenario is playing itself out.
Uh-oh. Who are you gonna murder, Ron?
Because, as of today, the 27th of August, at midnight of the 26th into the 27th, I've never been sure how to refer to that, 12 a.m. this morning,
Fuck, hurry up.
Ron had a video that was scheduled to release then. I was aware that he had recorded it a month or two previously.
Holy. Stock much?
And in it, he, is supposedly going to release all these videos that show the world the corruption and blah, 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 blah. None of it matters. It doesn't matter. It's all stuff that's rehashed from things he's already gotten shot out of court.
Yo, Phil, you're kind of a mess over this ninja shit. Maybe you should go talk to a shrink.
They've laughed him out of that courtroom so many times. And I've read some of the court documents where they've taken the time.
Phil, you're a super tired dog. If you just took like 1 or 2 steps for every minute you spent stalking Ron, you'd be ripped as shit.
And in Ron's case, since the late 90s, that thing was martial arts. Over the years, he's been remarkably consistent in the claims that he made about the various black belt ranks he supposedly earned,
Bruh, you got an orange belt with black stripes. What do you mean?
and he started training as a toddler and all this other stuff. It was all nonsense. The guy has almost no training at all.
That's facts.
And he has no valid ranks. By valid, I mean he has no ranks that weren't gifted to him by someone else who also has a dodgy reputation.
You bought yourself a trophy for a Willem Reeder's orange belt. Fuck out of here, guy.
So, but martial arts became the crutch whereon he leaned to distract him from what is arguably an unremarkable life.
Jesus, he just said that unironically in front of a whole wall full of fucking ninja swords. You gotta be kidding me.
To expect someone to let go of that fantasy is asking a lot, and we'll come to that.
Let go of the pizza and ice cream. You're fucking enormous.
And the reason I helped put Ron in prison is because,
You're a Karen and a snitch.
left to his own devices with an illegal firearm, he would have murdered someone.
Quit being a dramatic bitch. He probably would have just raped some kids.
This is someone who was not stable enough nor responsible enough to own a gun.
Yo, facts, but mind your fat fucking business.
Ron likes to say that I have lied about him, but I never have. And Ron likes to position himself as this crusader for truth and justice because he's just the victim of a vast conspiracy whose sole purpose was to somehow keep him down. Now,
Yo, we're at the Willem Readers. Phil is fucking spitting right now.
what he really has is he's going to expose child trafficking and all this other nonsense, these imaginary crimes. That's mostly a dodge because Ron himself was convicted of contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
Hey, he was just giving her a ride home, alright?
When someone like this starts posting videos about how this might be my last video and I could be either in prison or dead,
It's cap. Ignore it.
you should take that seriously. People tried to make me feel guilty,
Yeah, that was me. You're a fucking snitch.
most notably the amoral degenerates on a mixed martial arts forum that Ron likes to frequent, where
Gang, gang, gang.
they were happy to encourage him. One of them even encouraged him to break the law, cross state lines, travel to my state, and murder me.
No. I said if you snitched on me, I would travel out of state to come and murder you. I didn't encourage Ron to do that. Quit the cap.
That's how upstanding and moral these people are. These are people of very poor character who are very lucky that they're completely anonymous, because if I had the names of any of these people, there would be serious legal repercussions for, among other things, encouraging a convicted felon to come murder me.
Sir, your fabricated threats are causing me undue mental distress right now. I'm gonna have to speak to my attorney about this.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, suck a dick, Wally the Walrus. Fuck your mom.